The Shield attacks The Rock. Oh, snap. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Review Space. Time to review last night's episode of WWE Raw and the Go Home show, I believe, before Royal Rumble 2013, January 21st, 2013. Let's do this. Alright, so we have Vickie mocking The Rock. She basically got the San Jose police to block him from the arena. Which I'm just like, yeah, right. They're totally gonna do that. Yeah, that's gonna work. You know, The Rock's definitely not gonna find a way around that frickin' little loophole. I mean, you know, and then they had The Rock interacting with the police themselves, talking about how it's all about the people. And one of the cops said he had a ticket himself, and you know, his actual family is in the arena right now. Gets interrupted by Vickie Guerrero, and this segment itself felt kind of reminiscent. You know, it's almost nostalgic back in the day when The Rock would have his shades on. I remember back in the Attitude Era when The Rock interacted with those cops, and I think he called one of them like, "You shut your mouth" or something like that, even though the guy didn't say anything, and he was just mocking like three really tall police officer guys. Yeah, they were really tall. Like The Rock is like 6'4", but those guys were even taller than him, and I was like, whoa. But these particular San Jose police guys were relatively shorter. And if they were actual real police, I mean, you just never know. I mean, they're probably wrestlers or something. Who knows? Later on, CM Punk, he cut a really good, confident, intense promo. You know, he was separating the People's Champ from himself, calling himself a real champion. Essentially just burying not just The Rock, but everybody in the arena. But the guy still gets babyface reaction, you know. I mean, nobody really seems to hate CM Punk, because I think people just want to like him. They want to enjoy CM Punk. They want to be on his side. You know, they don't really give a crap that he's a heel. So Punk has to really go out of his way to be this completely loathsome character, but nobody's really buying into it. So it's just like, whatever. Later tonight, Paul Heyman, he cut this in-ring promo calling the people themselves really stupid. And it was basically, you know, you had CM Punk sitting in the skybox by himself. I thought it was a really strange segment. You know, it just felt weird that here you have Heyman doing more talking for Punk, who already had a promo. And here you have Punk just kind of watching it as a spectator. You know, just it was just bizarre. Like, I just felt it felt unnecessary almost, but I understand why they did it. Because what happened next was The Rock enters the, you know, stage area, and he comes out, showed a ticket, presumably from the cop himself who had the ticket, and then The Rock said he had a dream like Martin Luther, and did his catchphrase, "If you smell." The lights go off. The Shield attacking and giving The Rock a beatdown, hit him with that Super Powerbomb, triple tag team maneuver. Afterwards, man, you know, The Rock was wasted, and he was laid to waste, rather, and, you know, the crowd was really into this, you know. They really felt for The Rock, I think. It really got the segment over. Because the Shield attacking somebody as high profile as The Rock, it's almost like, wow, that's pretty cool. I was marking out, man. I was really happy. Like, oh yeah, go Shield, go Shield. The Rock needed this too. I think he needs a sympathy card, you know. He needs that kind of connection with the crowd where, hey, you know, root for this guy. You know, this guy's the good guy. And then he's getting his ass kicked, so it's like, yeah, you know, let's see if he can get up. The Rock looked like he threw up some blood afterwards. Maybe he had some internal bleeding as they were selling. Just never know. I think he had a busted lip. I have no idea, but it was pretty cool, man. I think he sold it really well. He looked like he was really beaten down. And CM Punk, he cut a promo right afterwards, and it was cool, you know, hearing his voice. The Rock was basically just, you know, beat down in the middle of the ring, and, you know, CM Punk was talking about how, and that was it, man. You're gonna beat him at Royal Rumble. There's no chance that The Rock is gonna, you know, ever get the title back. I'll say this, because I remember The Rock saying like, "Oh, I've been waiting for 10 years, and I'm just like, yeah, you've been away for 10 years. You haven't been working your way towards the WWE Championship. So I think that's one of those things that You know, it's almost like he's kind of lying to the fans, kind of working the fans. You know, like, yeah, you've been working in Hollywood, but you haven't been working in the WWE. You haven't been wrestling for that long. You know, it's like you've been away. So, okay, we have a beat the clock tournament thing. Randy Orton defeats Antonio Cesaro, I believe. Yeah, he gets the record for the moment. Basically, whoever wins this gets the Royal Rumble choice numerical entry order. We have a second match, Dolph Ziggler going up against The Miz. Ziggler defeats The Miz. That was cool because, you know, he actually got help from Big E Langston and AJ, so his lackeys actually played a role in this. You know, I mean, they're actually useful, not just, I don't know, just people that hung out with him to make him seem more intimidating or whatever, you know. We have the third beat the clock, Sheamus against Wade Barrett. Sheamus hits the bro kick, and there was a moment in this match where they were having like kind of this confrontation where Barrett was on one corner, Sheamus was on the other corner. It looked like they were gonna about to do this kind of face off, hit each other kind of thing. But I'm just like, how is Wade gonna hit him with a bullhammer elbow when Sheamus has the longer range and you know that's his forte? Like, Wade Barrett doesn't attack with a bullhammer from the corner. You know, he doesn't have to run and do kind of like a revving up kind of thing. He just does it from behind, and it's a close range attack, while, you know, Sheamus's bro kick is a freaking distant, you know, running attack. So of course Sheamus is going to have the advantage. So I thought that was really predictable. Sheamus doesn't get it though because AJ interfered. Ziggler retains the record. Afterwards, Vickie says Ziggler starts as either first or second. I thought that was a really funny moment. But at the same time, I was like, okay, so what was the point of that tournament? Just so you can laugh at the guy who wins? You know, it sort of made it, it was dismissed. You know, it made it very dismissible. Like, well, there's no point to all these matches then. Other events, what else did we have? Well, John Cena, he cut this really weird in-ring promo about what people do on Sunday. He mentioned stuff like Black Ops 2. He mentioned somebody doing yoga and somebody waking up with bodily fluids and blow-up dolls. I thought it was just really weird. I was like, what the hell is this guy talking about? You know, Cena's good on the mic. You know, he can cut a good promo. He's a good talker. But just what he says is just fucking weird. And then, yeah, I mean, he was just promoting the Royal Rumble. He said he was going to win it. A bunch of other guys came out. Sheamus and Randy and all these other people. And then a giant brawl erupts to close off the show. Many of the roster's wrestlers just fought each other in the ring. Just a big schmoz. Other events. Big Show squashing a Zack Ryder. Yeah, Brad Maddox, he did a surprise guest commentary. Afterwards, he spoke to Paul Heyman, finally was welcomed under his wing. Paul Heyman's like, yeah, alright, fine, you know, I guess he admired his persistence or whatever. But, you know, the thing with Brad Maddox, I don't know, I don't seem to care about him anymore. It's like, this guy's just kind of random. Ryback defeating 3MB. Don't know what they're going to do with 3MB. I mean, they were kind of featured tonight a little bit, but they're just a big joke act, you know. I can't take them seriously. They're kind of like Santino Marella. Alberto Del Rio defeating Tensai, and he hit him with a second rope moonsault. I don't think he got it like fully. I think he might have missed him actually when you know. So that was a bit of a botch, but he still got it. Yeah, that's, you know, he's a babyface. And finally, Caitlyn defeating Alicia Fox, which I didn't watch. That's pretty much it. I mean, overall, I thought this episode was decent. Watchable, you know, there's some cool moments in there. The Shield coming out, you know, the Rock stuff, Paul Heyman stuff. It's alright. Royal Rumble this Sunday. I said it before, John Cena is probably going to win this. That's it.